an unbelievable time with Fidel Castro, where he took us across the Bay of Pigs, the first Americans to have crossed the Bay of Pigs since the American invasion. And then we traveled with him. He took us through the mountains where he had been a guerrilla. We spent the night, all of us, in his camp, hidden someplace, I don't know where. And there were very bad things about Fidel Castro. I don't forget that, and we didn't then. But I remembered I'm skipping around, but we had an amusing moment because when we went through the mountains, he was driving, and there were fjords. They had hoped that this would be a tourist area. They were going to build it up, and of course it never happened. And we would drive up and down, and he would be smoking that cigar and blowing it in my face with his gun on the floor. And I would pick it up when the water seeped in. And we would stop at certain places, and there were children, and he'd give them candy and so on. It was an unbelievable trip. And when we went to this hideaway, he gave a dinner for us, and he had Algerian wine, I remember, and a suckling pig and so on. And we did some toasts. And he said, he was joking. He said, you should pay me. And we said, what will we pay you for? He said, well, pay me as a guest. We said, you're so long-winded. Because, by the way, our interview had been, when we were in Havana, 3.5 hours, which they played again and again and again on Cuban television, editing out the questions about prisoners and torture and so on. That wasn't it. And he said, oh, well, then you can pay me as a director. We said, you're a lousy director. You know, and we were teasing. And finally he said, well, what do you think? And we said, we'll pay you as a driver. You're a mediocre driver, we'll give you $5, and we all signed it. Okay, that's the funny part of it. But in terms of it being, in that sense, a very important interview, it was. And by the way, it came in second in the ratings. I think it was beaten by Goma Pyle or something. Mm-hmm. But that's when I spent a great deal of time in the Middle East with Anwar Sadat and Menachem Begin, when Jimmy Carter was president. And that's when I did the interviews with the Shah of Iran. That was probably a period in my life that will never happen again.